Grandma Rose, do you know what day it is?
I do know what day it is.
We've had some potential biddies for
Baby chicks.
baby chicks.
I like baby chicks.
She doesn't like the word biddy.
I don't.
I don't know whether that has to do with the old phrase, old biddy or not, but it could. No, 19 days ago, we showed you a video of our potential
Baby chicks.
baby chicks. And so, of course, that's eggs. This is an incubator, of course, and we can incubate up to about 40 eggs at a time in here, depending upon the size of the egg. And it has a heating element in here, and it also has a way of measuring the humidity, and that's the key things you have to do in addition to moving the eggs at least once a day back and forth while you're incubating the eggs. They have to stay at about 99.5 degrees for 21 days. Now, as you can see, they're in a plastic thing and they're sitting in little egg holders.
Can y'all believe these are going to be baby chicks in like 2 or 3 days?
This just rotates backwards and forward. It doesn't turn all over, it doesn't spin. It just moves them gently about twice a day. They'll go through 2 cycles a day of moving. Now what that does, it prevents the chicks as they develop into eggshell. If you don't roll them or the hen fails to roll them every day, they will begin to stick to the shell, and they just won't make it because the feathers will be grown to the shell. So the eggs have to, and when I was a boy, we raised them under the hen, of course, and you'd see that chicken every day. You'd see her ducking her bill up under those eggs and go around all those eggs and rolling those eggs, and she'd do that a couple of times a day. So the other thing, the temperature, 99.5 degrees for the 21 days, and humidity needs to be between 55 and 65 degrees for the same period. So you place water in the bottom of the tray in a little holder underneath this egg turner, and with the top on, it maintains the humidity at the correct temperature. And the way you control that is you put more water or less water in to get it to the correct humidity. So right now though, on day 19, you get to take them out of the turner and lay them flat. The reason you're laying them flat now is because they're about to start rotating their head with the little beak. It has a little structure on it that as they start rocking their head back and forth, it pushes a hole into the side of these eggs. Now there's a little air sac in the top of these eggs also, and that's what this little chicken is going to breathe on the next 3 days as it's pecking its way out of this shell. So, and you cannot help them if it's part of the activation of their little bodies and their metabolism to actually peck away at the shell from the inside until they get a little crack in it, and then they'll just keep doing it until that egg cracks open, if all is well inside the egg.
And sometimes when you see them trying to get out, you want to help them so bad, but you cannot.
You do. You
We
just
made
can't.
that mistake one time, but you cannot. It may take them 3 days to get out, but you just have to let them do it on their own.
Now, so the small point has been down this whole time. Now we can lay them on their side now. We'll just do that carefully. And
Every one of those Roy picking up is a potential little chickie.
and of course, sometimes the eggs all of them aren't fertile. Sometimes other things happen that you can't actually determine what happened, but they just
You never know how many you're going to
never
get.
know how many you're going to get. You should get about 50% female and 50% male. So we'll just keep.
And about what ratio may hatch? 50%?
80% hatch would be
80%?
good.
Yeah.
Uh, but the Lord may give us 100%. We just never know.
We're hoping for 100%.
Now these eggs come from a particular kind of chicken that hadn't been in existence very long. It's called a cash egger. Now, as you can see, this breed of chicken lays multiple colors: brown, pink, blue, and sometimes green and beige eggs. And so this is just one breed of chicken that's laying all of these eggs.
Those dark chocolate brown, that's my favorite.
And
I love
for that
those.
reason, if you have a little rooster that comes out of one of the dark browns, you want to make sure you mark him so that you're maintaining, since Rose likes the dark brown. See, that's a deep chocolate
Yeah,
right there.
look at that. Oh, I love
And she
that.
loves them. So that's a very unusual color. Copper Morans is a breed of chicken that, and this turner has a little motor here to flex it. So I got to work it up and out.
I'm going to show you what the bottom looks like. Okay. All right. Now, underneath that screen, you'll see those little grooves. That's where you put the water.
Yep, you put the water in here, and and it's got several trays, 1, 2, 3 trays. And if your humidity is high, you only put water in one of these little trays. If it's low, you put more water in more trays to give it a larger area of evaporation, and that's what keeps the humidity up. Now this little screen here is small enough that when the eggs start hatching,
So Roy's just going to lay those eggs back on that screen, just like that.
it really won't matter if they are
Touching.
touching a little bit, because they're going to rock them around some
They
anyway.
are, as they're coming out of the shell.
So we'll just sort of, I'm going to mix the dark brown ones. I'm going to put the dark brown ones, separate them as far as I can, a little bit from each other. The reason for that is so it'll be easier for me to know when I come over and I see one of these brown ones hatch, that little bitty will be close by it, and it won't be, it'll be easier for me to tell that was the bitty,
The baby chick.
the baby chick.
We've called them biddies all our lives, just the baby chicks. Ever since I was a little teeny girl, they're biddies. But since
She doesn't like the word bitty because sometimes people say old bitty.
But since I've got in the last few years, well, I tell you, when I started having chickens, that's when I like to call them baby chicks.
And so
That's just a sweeter little name than Biddy.
we've had chickens before, and we love chickens, but we didn't have them in a situation where we could keep them out of the neighbor's yard. And so we had to just,
We have, even though we live out in the country and we've got 14 acres, we have close neighbors.
now, these won't be turned anymore. They'll be left just like this for the next 3 days, and that bitty will slowly orientate, or baby chick will orientate itself in that egg so that its little beak is up. And its little beak will be in the big end of the egg where the little oxygen sac is. And actually a bitty can live for, or a baby chick can live for about 3 days without food or water after they hatch, because of the energy and moisture that is inside the little baby chick's stomach. Some of the egg yolk is left inside the baby chick's stomach when it's born, and it can actually live off of that while it learns to drink water and peck at little little feed that we'll put in there. But so all we need to do now is put this cover back on, leaving the turner out, and these baby chicks will start pecking away. And you know, some of them might start popping open in 2 days, but by the end of the third, maybe 3.5 days, all of them that are going to hatch should have been hatched. And we're going to show you that, of course. Now, one other thing you do, the last 3 days, you raise the humidity from about 60 to somewhere between 60 and 70 in there, because you can't regulate it perfectly anyway. So it's just time to take these back and put them up until they start pecking. And when they start pecking and breaking through the shell, we'll start showing you that and keep you right with us as our little baby chicks are born.
That's exciting. We just, when we see that first little shell crack, we get so excited.
We
So
do.
we're
We
gonna let
enjoy it.
y'all be excited with us this
And
time.
we got some little kids in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
And we've invited them to come see it when they start hatching.
My great niece has got 2 children, and so they're gonna come down when they start hatching, and they're gonna be with us also.
Children love to see it. And if you don't even want chickens and want to just have that for your children, you can order small incubators about this size just as a science project, and you can hatch the eggs with your children at home. So right now, we're just going to take this, put the top back on.
Honey, you need me to help you carry that so those eggs won't roll around?
No,
Okay.
but we'll just do that off the fin.
Yeah, all right.
So right now, we are ready to go into the final stages of delivery for our baby chicks.
All right, we'll see y'all when they start pecking out.
And keep watching Grandma Rose's Open Pantry YouTube channel, and subscribe and give us a thumbs
Thumbs up and share this video. Love y'all.
God bless.